Pinky Cole is an entrepreneur and a speaker. And this is a short snippet from a speaking engagement she was on, or a panel she was on, but she made some powerful points. And I just want to jump in on a couple of these. Check this out.
So my first piece of real advice for every single entrepreneur in the room is do not make yourself a personal guarantor on nothing in your business. Do you hear what I just said to you? Nothing in your business, because we all have these dreams that like the business is going to work. You never really think of the bad times, and I don't want you to, but you also got to get honest and real. What if something happens? You do not want to be personally liable. That's the first thing.
I want to explain that a little bit deeper, right? So here's what she's saying. Because some people are like, what does that mean? When you do a business deal, and I've made this mistake even not that long ago, and you put yourself there as personally liable, and a lot of banks won't give you the money or won't give you a loan for a new business unless you make yourself personally liable. And you have to look till you find something that says no. But a lot of times they won't give you a shot. But here's the deal. Here's what she's saying, that if you do a deal and you do a contract for a business, or you open up a business and they want you to be personally liable, the corporation is not liable. You are. So they could come after you and sue you and mess with your credit and play with you. She's saying if you make the business liable totally, and then if something goes wrong, you shut the business down, you walk away. But again, a lot of time banks are not going to allow you to get money from them if they saying, well, you are not going to take personal responsibility. So that's a slippery slope when you're starting out in business. But what she's saying is correct, but that's a balance. Let's go to point 2.
The second thing that I would tell you is as you grow your business, you are only as good as the talent you employ. Okay? Wow. You got good talent, you build a good culture. You build a good culture, you build a good business. You build a good business, you're getting $500,000 deals. Okay? If you have bad talent, your culture is terrible. People only show up for a paycheck. If they only show up for a paycheck, then the customer will feel it.
Ooh. Bars. She's saying if you just get people that come there and work for the paycheck, you've been in stores, you can tell people who love their job. You've been in restaurants, you can tell people who love their job. And you can tell people they just want to get out of there so bad they don't even want to be there. And you don't want to be there because you can feel they don't want to be there. And you don't want to be there with them. So she's saying hire people that appreciates the culture of what's being done. This is huge.